Bro, we missed our weekly check-in last week, but it was
Yeah, we did.
Thanksgiving, so
Yeah, we did. I mean, we talked, but we didn't do on the
I've
show.
talked about it. I think I've actually talked about this conversation on a couple other shows already.
Hmm.
I was on Doug White's. You got to get on Doug White's too. Oh, Doug also wants to get on 56, bro.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Bro, I, for those that don't know, we will have guests on 56, and
Yeah.
I feel like we've made it this thing where it's just you and me.
This is
That's not the case. That's not the
just a
case. But
lighter version.
it is very different than Street Tales. This is
Very
just we just
latte fair, as it were.
yeah. Listen, you come on this show, we you talk about toenails, bourbon, food recipes.
That's
I don't know, red string theory. So that's
molecular
56.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to say this. We were talking, and I say, oh, let's say this is recorded. My daughter, my baby girl, most beautiful one,
Hmm.
all her nicknames. She has little patches of all the nicknames I call her, bro. She made I don't know what you call it, a promo. I wouldn't call it a commercial, but like a
Hmm.
promo
Yeah.
for the apparel, the Street Tales Network apparel and
Hmm.
Street Tales Volume 1. And the clip I talking with your friend about clips and was the one where it was the book framed with our dog Ollie.
Uh-huh.
Bro, that thing has 200,000 views.
Shit.
It's fucking. I was like, damn, baby girl. I was like, yo, over the holidays, I need like 3 more of these. I need you to tighten that up. Tighten that up.
Yeah, we did do it. Did you pull your weight a little bit?
Damn, bro. And she did that in probably, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
When you got it, you got it, man.
The whole time she was roasting me because I'm the model in with the wear the gear. I'm like, for those of you who've seen it, that's a 3X, by the way. A slim 3X, an athletic 3X,
Slim fit.
slim fit 3X, bro. She was roasting me the entire time, bro. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I had to throw that out there. But let's talk about a couple things just before we get into it. Well, actually, let's talk business a little bit, just because I enjoy it. 56'N will always be 56'N. And if we don't get together one week, then we don't have an episode that week. Because I think, hopefully you agree, I don't feel like this is a show that you could bank. Or I guess I don't want to, because it holds us accountable to check in at least once a week, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we need to bank it unless we're talking about something fucking heavy or specific. You could bank that, but I mean that's not the
maybe
that's not really there's not the intent for the show. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So 56 and we will not bank. Street Tales, it's not necessarily banking; it's more scheduling out. Because I was killing myself trying to do. Well, shit. One week I did 3, and I'm like, bro, I was up to like 10 midnight every night trying to. Anyway, I was like, bro, I can't do this. So it's one a week, and we're getting better at it, but. We were talking about doing more stories or true crime stuff, and I wanted to say that on here. Every 3rd week on Street Tales, we're gonna have a true crimes one where it could be all three, 4 of us, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's the thing about all the hosts, me, you, Adam, and Mo. We're all cops.
We got some stories, baby.
We all got stories.
We got some stories. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I am interested though. I was listening to. We're gonna get into Thanksgiving in a second, but. Joe Rogan, Sean Ryan, Tucker Carlson, all these. We talked about a little bit on the last one, but there's a lot of conversation going on about the 749 group.
Yeah. I just watched
and all that entails, and it's interesting to me. We don't talk about politics on either of our shows, but I guess my problem or my question is there's so much distraction about nonsense, fucking nonsense, and there's like actual evil shit going on, and you never see it in the fucking news, bro. And if you do, it's a blip on the. I mean, Epstein. Everyone will talk about Epstein, but they're like, there's
other shit going on. I promise you.
There's a lot more shit going on.
Yeah,
worse than Epstein. Is evil and vile and disgusting as what he was. Not defending him in any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not.
There's way more evil shit going on, bro. I don't know, bro. I actually reached out to a couple bigger shows, and I was just like, because with our knowledge, I was like, look, I don't have the juice, and this thing could be taken down at a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Someone could lean on us, but you should be looking into these groups. But you know what I'm talking about. But we'll see. I don't know, man. It's a weird, scary world, and it's not even that I'm worried about me per se. It's like I'm worried about my kids.
Well, yeah. I mean,
my family.
That, and it's. I know we talked about it on the last one. It's like I don't know if
We did.
people are willfully just ignorant or just greatly uninformed. But
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those things where ignorance is kind of bliss for a lot of people.
Mo and I have been trying to talk about. But no, you were there. Mo's told us some horrifying stories.
Yeah.
And I worked more than a few. We'll just call them child crimes. We'll just say it that way. I don't know, bro. I don't know if people are ready to hear that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's no way to dance around it. It's like you can't just gloss over what's going on. It's like, no, this is horrifying shit.
Yeah, I was having it kind of on brain. I bumped into a colleague of mine up here who works in SVS, which is our special victims section at the office.
It had to be different. They couldn't do SVU. All right.
And they're like, oh, because I got a TDY coming up next year, which for people that don't know, it's career development, right? You go spend 30 days in a different unit, kind of gain
You will be a phenomenal detective, bro.
And exposure. I think so. Right. I appreciate that.
Plus you got to wear a 3-piece suit
every day, And she's like, oh, well, you come back to SVS. I said, I don't have the chops for it. I don't. I said, it's not that I couldn't do the job, right? I said, that's not the problem. The problem is it's a situation when you know motherfucker's guilty and you can't prove it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to have the problem, right? That's where what's the show we used to watch back in the day? Axe Cop. Sometimes I dress up as a cat and do night missions.
Bro, we get comments about our rhetoric and our little drop-ins on like old. I thought they were very much more popular, but people don't know about Axe Cop or the Mike Tyson mystery van. Like nobody ever watched that stuff.
I fucking love Axe Cop. That's still one of my favorites.
Bro, he doesn't use the bathroom because he burns 100%. He's 100% efficient.
Body's 100% efficient.
Shout out to Axe Cop.
I'm like, bro, I don't have the chops for that shit. I can't. Like I said, I know myself, and that's not gonna. It's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I recorded last night with. Well, his pseudonym is Jake Motherfucker Welder. He has a podcast, Hard Time Podcast. I'm excited about it, but he's been in corrections for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was like labor. I don't know what you call it. Labor ready, like an entry level contractor, construction, whatever. He did like the odd job type stuff. And so he worked with rugged motherfuckers. But so then he got in the jail and he's in the juvenile unit. And he switches back and forth. But he said that that one of the bigger things that he's taken away from being in the prison system is, well, let me say this. There was an individual who was like 3 life sentences for murder.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had that fuck it mentality. So he went and killed 2 predators. We'll just call them those. And was like, yo, I just killed these 2 dudes. And he goes, morally, I know I don't know, but I get it. I get why. Like it's almost like that. Like, you can't be killing people. I get it, but I know why you did. Right? It gets into that. I guess we'll call it gray. I don't know. Well, because like all over the news, right? You got the oh my god, they're killing narco terrorists.
Yeah, you're like
so. I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm not trying to get political on this thing, but and I don't know if it is or not. But so I don't know, bro. Anyway.
What kind of can?
How was your Thanksgiving, sir?
What kind of can is that? It's not a mini can.
No, this is a normal can. I just have a BJ hand. See, it's the same, bro. Exactly the same. This is a mini can, bro.
Thanksgiving was good, man. Went saw the fam. It was good.
Did you have green cake?
I was about to say I had some green cake. I did.
Yes.
I did.
Talk about green cake for just a moment, dude. We got to capture it for always and forever. Historical reference, bro.
For people who know me and know my parents, mom makes this cake. I just call it green cake. I guess it's.
I don't know what it is.
I guess it's. What she say it was?
She's lying.
It's a key lime. Like, I guess
no, it ain't, bro. I've had it. It's not key lime.
I'm like, I don't taste key lime. I don't taste key lime.
No, it is
with the
moist. It is decadent.
It's amazing with the cream cheese.
Your left foot will go numb within 2 bites, for sure.
So with the cream cheese icing on it. Oh yeah, it is phenomenal.
It is green. Dude, I'm like, it's got to be pistachio or something, but
it's not pistachio, man.
No. I know because I don't know what the flavor profile is. It's not key lime, though. I'm telling you right now.
I guess that's technically that's I guess what it is, but I don't think it's key lime at all, right?
Hell no.
But I always get my own half of the cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why does he have the cake? Because he does. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
What do you
it's
mean?
mine.
I made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And everybody knows it's mine because I don't eat nuts. And so she puts the pecans on half of it. And she's like, yeah, this
Oh.
half is for y'all. This is my half to eat.
Wait, are you allergic to nuts?
I just don't like them. That's why I don't really like
Snickers. The piece you know what? The piece I had was part of your half because it didn't have nuts on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you gave me like a thin slice, bro. I was like, bro, what is this? And you were like, no, just
I need to make sure
do that.
Make sure you like it first, and then.
Well, listen, that thin slice, I was like, bro, my left eye started getting blurry. I was like, bro, how much sugar is in this? I don't even know. I don't know, bro. It is very good. Sorry, I interrupted you. Green cake.
It is very, very good.
It's a showstopper.
So I definitely had plenty of that for sure. You know the normal shit, but it was good to see. To get see some fam, my aunts, uncles, my cousins. Shit, one of my cousins is fucking bro. He's bigger than you. And last time I saw him, he's maybe out to my shoulder. He's huge, bro. Huge.
BJ, just real quick, what are your dimensions again?
I'm 6'1", I'm 6'1", 280 right now.
Yeah. Reps out 500 pounds. Crazy giant.
I can touch my knees standing up.
BJ is the runt of his family, and it blows my fucking mind. It blows my mind.
Like you're huge. I was like, I'm not even the biggest one.
No, sorry.
I'm not. Yeah. It's crazy. Damn, why can't I get the rest of the, 2 or 3 more inches taller? My life is different. You know what I'm saying? So,
you just dense, bro. You packed it all in.
Very, very dense. Very, very dense. Very, very dense. But I get it. Obviously, I have very broad shoulders. I'm a very broad guy, right?
Yeah.
I was at
when we sit in the car, our shoulders touch from the door to the other door. Our shoulders are one straight.
Exactly. I was at the bar the night before. I just even went out to meet some buddies. I see this girl at the bar who, kind of want to spend. You kind of just like see out and about, right? Like she's a regular at this place. Comes over, kind of just like taps me on the shoulder. Like, oh hey, and she's like, oh. I was like, what? She's like, oh, I didn't know you were like sturdy, like very sturdy, like dense. I was like,
what, you thought you were wearing a zoot suit, bro?
I was like, what
pads? Damn.
What did you think was going on here?
You thought it was padding?
She's like, yeah, I don't know what I thought. Yeah, you're a lot more like hard than I imagined. I don't know.
What's up, girl?
What's up, girl? So that does happen quite a bit. The whole thing when you grab a bad guy, you get a hold of them, whatever, and they're like, fight goes at them. They're like,
yeah, they feel that.
They feel that. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you know what's up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Oh shit, bro. What besides the green cake? What else does your family make? Or I guess are you used to? It might not be every time, but
I mean, we do the normal stuff. I'm not a big ham guy. I'm not a really big ham guy. And turkey's like, So to be honest, I could actually do without a lot of the traditional like protein offerings at Thanksgiving time. Big mac and cheese. And my uncle and my aunt make a fucking wonderful fucking mac and cheese. My mom makes a wonderful potato salad, so it's usually just all the things that my parents make is usually just on my fucking plate.
Yeah. She uses mayonnaise or mustard, bro?
For
potato salad.
There's a little bit of mustard in there.
She does a little both.
There's a little bit of both in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A little bit of both.
All right.
And the sweet onions too. But this year she did make some without the onion and chopped celery in there. She didn't make so she made 2. People, some people don't like all, whatever. But she made 2.
I don't know how I feel about that, but go ahead, bro.
I was like, give me the real stuff. You know what I like.
Yeah, give me what you make. Give me the OG.
Yeah, give me the real stuff. But one of my cousins did make a what's it called? A blueberry dump cake. Or like whatever. That was my first time having it, and I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing.
It's very simple, but it is very good.
It was very, very good.
No knock on your cousin because you still got to make it good. It still has to be good, but yeah.
Yeah, they were saying it's very, he's like, yeah, I made it because it was easy to make, and I was like, he did a phenomenal job, man. He did a phenomenal job. I need some more aluminum foil. Yeah,
let me get half the dump cake.
Exactly. I was like, do you need this pan back? Because
my portion is half.
Yeah, I just, I'm taxing y'all. You know me.
Y'all get taxed, bro. Where do y'all do it? Did you do it at your house, or have you done it at your house yet?
I have not done it at my house yet.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's we do like smaller stuff at the house, but we're just like family. We always go to grandparents' house because that's where everybody's from, right? All my parents are from Lake Placid, so there's I have 5 aunts, no, one, two, three aunts, 2 uncles, and my mom and my aunt are all like they're all from the same area. They're all from like literally like the same town. So everybody, we all just kind of, and it's kind of central to everybody else. We got, we're here in Tampa. We got cousins in Orlando. We got cousins in Georgia, Jacksonville. One of my aunts is in Fort Lauderdale. So it's a little bit more central to just go, to go. I guess we call it going home. And it's and to see grandmother. So it's so it's easier for us to travel to her as opposed to getting her to come somewhere else. For to see us.
I've never met your grandmother, BJ.
But I did experience this. When you go somewhere, you remember something from your childhood, right? And you go back as an adult, you're like, I remember this being a lot bigger.
You mean like doorways? Yeah, bro.
Like doorways, just the overall size of of the house or just like space or whatever. I'm like, man, I felt like we did a lot of Christmases at grandma's house. A lot of running around we weren't supposed to. The piano was still there. They used to jump on there. And we all would take turns banging on the goddamn keys. Exactly, right? So now I get older, I was like, that was kind of fucking but like the hallway down the middle of the house, you're like, I felt like I was running a lot further when I was smaller. Yeah, now I get there in like 20 steps. I was like, I felt like I was running a goddamn football field back in the day. But we did have a good time, man. We had a good time. How'd you do yours this year?
Well, I want to touch on something because, you're all my grandparents have passed away, and I'm happy that you could do that, bro. That's fine. Yeah. My family on my side, it's not really big on all we don't really we don't get together for holidays. It's like life events, graduations, things like that. What are the graduations, weddings, baby promotions? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Depends on what it is. It just made me think because I remember going to my grandma's house too. Figure the same thing. But anyway, so this year it was just small. Everyone's working. My son's in Japan. Daughter's with her mom. But I will say, your boy threw down.
Yeah.
Your boy threw down. I made an apple cider brined smoked turkey with applewood chips, and then I used like a pecan barbecue seasoning, whatever. Shit was fire, bro.
How long did you do the brine for? Okay.
Yeah. I love so Mo's a chef, and I told her I usually just brine with like just water, salt, and sugar, whatever, right? Because the whole thing is you're just trying to get into the meat. She goes, try apple juice. And so obviously I had to go one up, and I got apple cider. She's like, oh, okay. And then I made an apple cider glaze, which I will say some of the outer parts of the breast were a little dry. Just, that's what happens with smoking. Yeah. But you hit it with that glaze, baby.
Yeah, you'll be
it was fire, bro.
You'll be all right. That'll loosen it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fire, bro. And then just mashed potatoes, green beans, biscuits. Damn, I'm missing something. Pumpkin bread.
We did. You reminded me of something. And my uncle pointed this out this year when you said missing something. He's looking around. He's like, where the hell is the damn cornbread at?
Yeah.
Like nobody made cornbread. And like, so this was the first year we didn't have cornbread at a family thing. But
I didn't have cornbred either. I do love cornbread, bro.
I was like, damn, we didn't have cornbread. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you got greens and no cornbread? Damn.
I thought about making collard greens, bro. But I've never made. How do you make a small pot? I don't think you can.
I don't think you can make a small pot.
I don't think it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, unless you got a small pressure cooker.
Yeah. Is it even worth the effort, though?
No, that's not really small. Yeah.
It's not even worth the effort. Anyway. Yeah, it was a small one, bro. But it made me think, like, I don't know. We got to start figuring out what my traditions are going to be.
Yeah. I've got one now for Christmas. I make holiday nachos for Christmas every year. Right?
Yes. Wait, hold on. What did you bring?
Brownies.
Did you make them, bro?
I made them because I had to work the night before.
Okay.
I didn't have time. Yeah, I was working the night before, so I didn't have time to like.
Where's the honey 7-day honey steaks? Fucking reverse seared steaks, bro.
I would have I would have had to been there a lot
Eight
earlier.
hours early, bro.
Hours earlier, and prepare the whole thing, and that's a whole nother
Yeah.
that's a whole
All
nother
right.
thing.
So holiday nachos, bro.
Holiday nachos, baby. I was like,
Go
something
ahead. I
simple,
love it.
man. Something simple.
Christmas nachos. What we got? What we got?
Christmas nachos. You got the plate of nachos. You got your 5 cheeses. I do the ground beef the way I like ground beef.
What does that mean?
What I season it with Montreal steak seasoning.
Not taco seasoning?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Go
a little
ahead.
bit of little bit of brown sugar.
I was gonna say I know you put sugar in that bitch.
Yeah, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of Old Bay. Right?
I'm a fan of Old Bay, but that's a New England thing. But go ahead.
Yeah. Do that up.
Old Bay on your fries, bro.
That's also amazing.
Change your life. Go ahead.
I'll do the same seasoning on chicken. So it's chicken and beef with the cheeses, onions, and scallions. But the scallions I put on as you eat. I don't leave them on there.
Yeah, they get all.
Don't leave them on there. And obviously, sour cream, whatever.
All right, yeah. Bro. Who partakes in these holiday nachos with you? Is it just for BJ?
I make them for me, but if whoever's around, if you want to come by for
holiday nachos,
holiday nachos, I've actually the last couple of years extended it out and not just made it for myself. I have it, got people over, before Christmas or whatever, you offer
bust it out.
Bust it out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Bro, that's hilarious. Oh shit, that's hilarious, bro. I did not know about the holiday. I've never had holiday nachos, and I have not met your grandmother yet.
Yeah, she doesn't get out too much. She's a lot older now, so I can get her out. It's my first time seeing her with the walker the whole time we were there.
I feel her pain, bro.
Yeah. So she's getting older, so we try to get there as the extended family is very large, right? So there's usually a constant string of people going through, coming by to visit and whatnot.
Oh, interesting. So they just dip in, dip out? Ah.
Well, same. She's been in that same house since my grandfather had one of the streets. I mean, it's like a tiny, tiny town.
Yeah, I got you.
A street named after him in the little section of the town.
Damn, bro.
It's probably like 10 years ago. But he was a deputy. So I mean, the same
BJ,
house.
I'm learning new shit about you. I did not know your grandfather was a deputy, bro. No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Got a portrait that I was saying, they're like, oh, you should recreate that picture, and it's like a portrait, he's got, white shirt, border patch on, he had a gray Stetson though, with the thing on it, glasses, aviators on,
balling out of control, bro.
Yeah, so like, oh, you should recreate that. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I probably should recreate that. But yeah, man, so it's good to see the. I work a lot, so I'm the brother. I had to. This about me. I silence all group chats because I have so many of them. So I silence them. Bro, a group chat with like 20 people in it would drive me insane.
Nah, I can't do that.
It would drive me insane. So obviously have a family group chat. Nah. And I don't always respond because I'm always like 3 days behind on anything. I'm usually just there to like participate in the happy birthday wishing or the happy anniversary wishing, which is like, there's something like every other day or something. But we do kind of keep in touch, with that over the whole family. So you're not necessarily missing out because it is so active, But they know I work. They know I work a lot. So, yeah.
Damn, bro, I learned 2 things about you, bro.
You don't remember? I feel like I talked about this in the academy. You know why? Because Leon.
I don't think so.
You remember Leon Williams, white guy, by the way.
Leon. Yes,
Leon Williams, white guy.
Yeah.
Roger Williams, no. I think is it his grandmother or his great aunt or grand aunt, something like that, used to work as a dispatcher in Highlands County and they knew each other because they used to work, whatever, because I was small town, whatever. Yeah, so I was like, oh shit, man, fucking small world.
Fucking Leon, love that guy. Leon,
it's so laid back, bro.
Oh shit, bro. All right, bro, let's jump into this thing. Unless there's anything else you want to touch on.
No.
Confidence can be intimidating, or how do you want to pose that?
Yeah, man. Just one, confidence in general. I know we talked about this on we did a little mini series, right? Confidence and how important it is to have it, and how it's built. You know what I mean? Small wins over time gives you confidence. Doing things difficult things, overcoming challenges, keeping the promises that you made to yourself, gives you that confidence. I am a confident person. Okay. I don't think there's a room that I walk in that I don't feel like that I don't belong in. I don't feel like there's anybody that's necessarily better than me. And I don't put myself above anybody else. But at the same time, I don't let people put themselves above me either. Right. And I'm realizing that not everybody has the same level of self-confidence. Right. And I'm confident in my abilities I'm confident in the things that I do know. And I'm also confident in my abilities to learn the things and become proficient at things I don't know yet. Right. But I find that a lot of people don't have that mentality or that level of confidence, and how that can be intimidating to some people. And I'm only talking about this because I've had a couple different situations, more so recently, or not necessarily a situation, but like conversation, right? One was I had a conversation with a major, like a sidebar conversation, and I was asking her about something, career related, on like how to matriculate upwards, career wise, career advice, that kind of thing. And she was saying, she's like, I've only met you within like the last 10 minutes of like, where we are. She's like, I can tell you're a person that has high confidence and high confidence level. She's like, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, you're very sure of yourself, very confident, whatever. She's like, that can be off-putting for some. She's like, that could be like overwhelming and off-putting for some people who are not. And she's like that. She's like, I'm not knocking it by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's a wonderful quality to have, especially as a leader in a leadership role. Your presence, makes other people, calmer. She's like, you have a good stoicism about you, that kind of thing. She's like, unfortunately, she's like, that's going to make some like other people feel uncomfortable because they are not confident, and they don't know how to take it, and they could potentially see it as threatening. And I had another supervisor tell me a similar thing, two completely separate conversations, two different, scenarios. And she's like, again, not to be negative or whatever. She's like, that is going to be your biggest hurdle. Like moving forward is people are going to be intimidated by the fact that you are confident and not necessarily know how to handle it, or your confidence is going to make them feel inferior. Right?
Yep.
Because they may or may not have rank over you, right? Professionally. She's like,
yep.
She's like, hate to say it. She's like, but motherfuckers will hate. Motherfuckers will hate because
yes, they will.
She's like, and it's not even because you've done anything to them personally, but it's like they can't. How I should put it? They'll try to dim your light because they think it's too bright.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I was like, that's not my fucking problem. It really isn't. It really isn't. I was like, but both having those conversations. Not that I didn't necessarily know that, but I guess I was just unaware that it could be happening, to me in this space as of late. I'm like, I think that's unfortunate.
Yes.
I think it's unfortunate, right? Because I earned this confidence.
As our conversation with Andy Baxter, which I thought it was very good, bro. I love that guy. I know there's other issues, but not issues. I shouldn't say it that way, but people perceived it. Again, it's one of those things where kind of like with Doug White, other people's perceptions or whatever, right, are not mine. I never had a negative interaction. That's what I'm trying to say. I felt good. I knew what was happening when it was happening, but he confirmed it basically. And for those who have, well, the episode's not out yet, but when it comes out, Jay and I created a really cool program.
I was just helping you out, buddy.
And then BJ abandoned me and went to SRO. He abandoned me. That's when everything went downhill for me. But it was a very successful program. We were working with, it was multi-agency. We were targeting high-level recidivists with working with probation, stuff like that. It was
a good product.
To explain it was complex, but to actually do it was not. In my opinion, it was just doing what all criminals thought we did anyway. Combining resources to go after people who are criminals. And it was very successful. And my major at the time was like, dude, this is amazing. I want you to present this to all the sections, they should be doing this. And then it went so far as I was doing presentations to all the districts and all their shifts. So light was shining bright.
Yeah.
And I can remember doing the presentation, explaining everything. Everybody's like, bro, that's great. You know, give me all the hype. But you saw the supervisors. And as soon as I walked out, I was like, I know the motherfucker's talking shit. And he confirmed, yeah, they're talking mad shit. Yep.
And I don't get it.
Light, bro.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Here's a program that works, but because you didn't come up with it, you're gonna hate. And it didn't add much work to anybody's schedule.
No, it
wasn't like mandated. You know, it wasn't like hours of effort. You can knock out some of the stuff within 10 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, I was very proud of it. But so yeah, the confidence thing. Let me ask you this though, because this is something I've been as I don't know if we've talked about it on 56, but throughout my career in enforcement, I have been accused of using my size to intimidate people, even though nothing was happening. And in one of the scenarios, I was sitting down, but whatever. He's using his size to intimidate me. I was sitting down. Anyway, you are, especially in law enforcement, especially at like street level, or, you know what, I'm going to tie in corrections now too, because now that we're getting more corrections people on, shame on me for not making it that way, but you are expected from the day you get done. Well, actually, fuck it. From the time you leave the academy, but definitely when you're done with FTO, you're solo and you command the fucking situation. And sometimes it's fucking chaos and everybody is looking to you to be like, what do we do? Where do we go? How do we work this? Whatever it is, right? Maybe not for the whole time, but if you're the first one on scene, you command shit. So there's a certain level of confidence and leadership qualities that you're supposed to have regardless. Off the rip, right? That goes across the board, male, female, doesn't matter, 30-year, 5-second, doesn't matter. Everyone's supposed to have this because this is what's expected of you. But then it feels to me, agency dependent, they want you to turn that off when you're talking to a supervisor. How do you do that?
I can't, and I won't. I can't, and I won't.
Listen, and I've been wrong. I've been very wrong, and always respectfully. I don't know, man. I've had this conversation in my personal life and my professional life. They're like, when you're explaining something or doing something, you say it with such confidence and passion that nobody wants to tell you that you're wrong. And I was like, yeah, because I believe what I'm doing is right. But I could tell you right now, multiple times, people have been like, you're wrong, and this is why. And I go, oh, okay, that's new information. Didn't know. And I keep it moving. It is what it is, right? It happens.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how they expect you to turn that shit off and on when dealing with things that come up the day to day.
To that point.
And I can't help that I'm 6'5", bro.
Yeah, right. So to that point, right, of people being afraid to correct you or whatever. I was like, that's not my fucking problem. It's not my problem that you're afraid to speak up and speak your mind and be confident about what you're saying. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Why is that my fault?
It's not my fault. And I
my question, I had a supervisor. Doesn't matter his name. It wasn't one of the ones that we love. Let's phrase it that way. Said he goes, but he was trying to like butter me. He was doing the whole like, are you good? Are you happy? Everything. I was like, bro, what? Just get to the point.
Yeah. What's up?
He's like, why do you have to make it so confrontational? I was like, I'm not. What? I was like, what's happening? We got to towards the end of the fucking stupid conversation that he was bothering me with. It was annoying, and I was like, why don't you just get to that? He goes, I mean, you're a big dude. I was like, what's up? Do you think I'm gonna hit you? Like, what is happening, bro? You're my supervisor. I'm not going to punch you. Like, what do you think? I don't understand that. Like,
unless
I get it. Just two dudes in the street.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you say, right? We're all men. You know,
we're all men.
At the end of the day, we're both men. You're standing here.
At the end of the day, we're both men. Let's remember that. Let's remember that.
In the context, I was like, you think I was going to hit you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who it was. I'll tell you who it was after.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of one of my favorite movie scenes. Top 5 for me is the Bane one.
Yes,
and he's like, I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge?
In charge? I paid you, and this gives you power over me, right? Bro. Like what? What do you think is happening right now? I love that shit. But to me, that it's just how I feel about a lot of these interactions, right? Where it's like, oh, the major's coming in, or oh, captain, or oh, blah blah. And I get it when you're young. You know, if you've never been around that before. I get it, right?
Yeah.
I get it. You're young, you're 20 something, and so I don't know if it's a combination of age difference, right? Age difference, or
I think it's knowledge because you're like, I know that motherfucker,
right? Or
maybe. Yeah,
a few different things that could factor in as to why you'd be kind of like nervous, or like locked up, or whatever. As you get a little bit more self confidence in yourself. I was like, bro, there's no man's gonna walk into a room, and I'm like, I don't care if it's the fucking president, goddamn, the fucking pope. I don't care. I was like, well, again, at the end of no. At the end of the day, for two men standing here, I deserve to be standing here just as much as you do. Yeah. Based off of whatever, right? So I mean, that's what I mean in that sense.
Yeah.
I'm always going to respect the title, respect the rank, or whatever, because I have not a fucking idiot. It's like, oh, you've done what you've done to earn that rank or that designation or whatever. I'm definitely going to respect that because that highlights things that you've accomplished and what you've done. I would always love people to acknowledge things that I've done and I've accomplished as well. So I'm going to give that easily. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I'm not saying it in like a confrontational or disrespectful or disregarding way by any stretch of the imagination. But at the same, like I was saying before, I was like, I deserve to be in this room too. I don't have imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I belong here.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. The only reason I was like, again, not to Secret Service time. I've been in the room with very powerful people, including, I believe he was the Pope. I don't know. I can't remember. I believe it was the Pope. Pope. I can't remember which one.
Archbishop, Cardinal, one of those.
No, it was definitely a Pope. He was in all white. It was in Rome. Now I'm drawing a blank. See, now I want to retract the story. Can't remember now. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember where I was.
Not the brand new one.
No. Not the new one. But I'm telling you, you know what? Scrap all that. Doesn't matter what the title. Scrap that. What I will say is, when you're around powerful motherfuckers like world leader style, even very wealthy, there's a presence.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like you can feel it when they walk in. It's wild.
Do you know what that is, though?
Very weird.
That's confidence.
Oh, well, let me tell you this. I've also been in the room where I was like,
the kids call it aura. Oh, yeah, aura.
Bro. I was like, that motherfucker, there's something wrong. Something don't feel right.
That gets me off on a tangent.
That's a different thing, dude.
That gets me off on a tangent. I was thinking about this weekend. I didn't have therapy this weekend, so I took some extra time to get into my thoughts. One of the things that came up was, write it down now so I don't forget.
Yeah.
How you say when people walk in the room, you can feel the energy.
Something.
But you can feel something, right? It's like, oh, hey man, I got nose of shit, or hey, he's squared away.
Yep, it can be a good thing if you're positive.
Like, something's off with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've been learning lately, especially in the past year or so, to kind of like be better about, and discernment could be anything, right? Gut feeling, you say, like the vibes, some people call it, the vibes were off, but like I felt it in my gut or my head, I just had a feeling or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? That's like, but I've been learning to be to listen to that shit a lot more. And in most cases, when I knew some shit was fucked up, or I knew some shit was off, or I knew I just, like, how you just kind of like know something without really like, I could feel the shit, but I can't really like put my finger on it just yet. I just know something. Being better about that. And in most cases, I wasn't wrong. I was just early about what I said or about how I felt about it. I'm like, nah, something's off with you or something's, whatever. I was like, I wasn't wrong. I was just, most cases I was just early. And, but you saying that definitely reminded me something I was dwelling on over the weekend. Like that discernment thing is real. And I think the more you begin to kind of like trust your gut or trust your discernment.
Yeah.
Again, you don't have to like speak on everything, but you're like, just, I'm feeling something about this. And I just, mental note back here, yeah. I think it's a powerful tool.
One, kids have it at a very early age.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That's why I always tell my kids, people, I don't know if you remember growing up, respect your elders, respect adults, all this. I never did that. I said, no, fuck that. I said, respect your mom and your dad, everyone else, you let me know.
Exactly. Dogs have
I was
it
like,
too.
you don't have to be nice to nobody.
Kids are
I don't
great.
give a shit.
Yeah. Kids are great because they can verbalize it. You can tell easier with, but dogs have it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, animals have it too, bro. It's like you're like,
Something
get
wrong, bro.
real Larry face on there. Like, I'm like, bro, like,
bro. I wish Larry, bro. If we had Larry on the show, bro, this thing would be 8 million views, bro. In his Argyle sweater. Shout out Larry, bro. Is he still around?
No. Yeah,
Did he pass away?
Yeah, he passed away a long time. I
didn't know that.
I got his little ashes and little paw print on a card.
Bro, look at you, bro. Soft, bro. I love it.
That's my guy, bro.
Oh shit! Shout out Larry. R.I.P. Switch it next. We ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, bro. You set it up.
So
I know where this is stemming from, but go ahead.
You know where this is stemming from. But I got to get this out. One thing I've learned that grinds my fucking gears, right, really gets up under my skin, right?
Tell me, Peter, go.
Is copying people on emails, CCing people on emails that don't need to be CC'd on emails, right?
Yep.
Because in I'm sure people deal with this in the corporate world, right? But in the law enforcement world or whatever, it's like, why are you copying the fucking captain and the major on an email about something you could have just asked me about? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you, bro? If you
slap in the face, bro.
It's like if you trying to CYA is throwing me under the bus. Now I feel like I want to fucking fight you, right? Because I'm like, all that is? This could have been an email, right? It's like this could have been a phone call. If you had a question, one, you should have just read the original email from below, and it would have gave you the answers that you needed.
Yeah.
Or instead of copying a major and a captain and a lieutenant in your chain of command and not mine, asking me a question that you could have just called me on the phone and had the answer in 2 seconds. I'm like, what are you trying to accomplish with this?
Yeah.
Because now my response is going to be a little bit more.
Immediately made me defensive.
You immediately made pissed him, but not even defensive because I have nothing to defend, right?
But you know what I mean? It's like something. Like, what's going on?
Exactly. So because now again, like I said, we're all men here. I'm like, do we need to fucking fight? Like, do we need to meet out back or something? There's something going on that I'm unaware of. Do you have some issue that I'm unaware of, or that you're afraid to talk to me about? Because now it seems like you're taking an opportunity to try to throw me under the bus or like get me in trouble to save your own ass? Or like, bro, are you want some heat? So you're trying to throw it on me? Because I didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's only two reasons you should copy higher ups: praise or punishment. Showing that's it though.
Yeah.
If you're just asking me a question, I'm already in one of the same praise. So what's happening?
Yeah. What are we doing?
I feel like I'm being punished, but what's the problem? Especially if it's an innocuous. Now, I will say one thing that I learned after the fact. Doesn't matter. Agencies don't matter. The blind carbon copy. Yeah. Motherfuckers.
It's like I'm aware, right? So I'm not oblivious. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not oblivious that it exists, but when you ask me something and I respond in kind, because I'm not aware. You know what I mean? Like you're asking me something innocuous, and then I respond, and then it's like, bro,
what are you
see,
doing?
This is how he responded to the question I asked. It's like, bro, I thought it was just you and me. What's going on?
Yeah, it's like, so
lack of confidence, bro.
It's right. So so there's two instances when the shit upsets me, right? That instance right there, right? And this is probably gonna be maybe not necessarily corporate America, right? But like corrections, you know what I mean? Like reports, you know what I mean? So we have, send you shit for reports, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, simple shit, right? Could be a phone call, but they don't know when you work or whatever, so they're gonna shoot you an email. Sure. Hey, reference this case number, blah, blah, blah. There was a number off, or it needed to be coded differently, or whatever. Send it to me first. Give me the opportunity to fix it. And then if you don't fix it in a timely manner, then you copy the supervisor on it after the fact, not immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, we had a small correction on this thing, but we're going to copy your corporal and your sergeant and your lieutenant. What are you doing?
Why?
What are you doing? I was like, the goddamn lieutenant saw it before I did. And this is when he comes in like, hey, did you see your email about blah, blah, blah? No, I didn't, sir. I I just got here, and they're not pissed off at me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, well, why did you know about it before? If it had nothing to do with you and everything to do with me, there was just a correction.
Yeah.
That's it. What are we doing here, bro?
Yeah.
Shit gets up under my. You know me, bro. I'm very laid back. Not a lot of things.
Yeah,
Not a lot of things bother me, get me upset. But that
yeah.
the email thing bothers.
Because what happens, and I've been through it, is like we've been having to do a lot of corrections on your reports, and I go, I wrote 400 reports this month. Are you referring to this 3? I was going to say 7, but usually it was whatever.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it depends on my chain of command. I'm laughing, but because you remember there are two different opposite ends of the spectrum. The one sergeant that was like, Tyler, you wrote the word "cummed" 56 times in this interview, and I was like, but that's what she said.
It was an interview. It was an interview.
I'm dictating what she's saying, bro. Or then the opposite one was like an overdose, and the stupid fucking sergeant. What was the temperature set? What? I don't know. Well, you need to know that. What? Were the lights on dimmer switches? What? What? It was the one-legged chick that overdosed. I was like, I was locked in on this chick that had one leg that had powder all over her nose. Well, you never know. It could be a murder. Ma'am, stop turning everything into a murder.
Stop. Listen, it was important. I would have wrote it down.
What was the AC lock? Ma'am, I'm not a homicide detective, and this is not a murder. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's anyway. I would have laughed if they would have copied everybody in the chain of command on that one.
Yeah, you're like, what the? Bro, what are you doing? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, stop, bro.
I hate that. Yeah, I hate it so much. To the point I had to go vent. Because I'm like, on the one hand, I said, my chain of command was out, right? So, I talked to my chain of command, but I was like, hey, just so when I reply to this, I was like, I want you to see this, right? So I want you to see this email because you weren't copying on it. I'm surprised. I want you to see this. You get the context of what's happening. It just looks weird to you too. You're like, what the fuck is that about? I'm like, okay, but I'm not being outrageous, in my response or in my reaction, right? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, cool. So when I respond the way I'm going to respond, and it comes back to you, I just want you to be aware of where this stems from when I respond the way I respond, and I also and I reply all. I just want you to understand where this is coming from.
I'm gonna add y'all to it too.
Yeah, got it. That's what I should have done. I just replied all. I was like, hey, per me, this is what's going on.
And then throw my personal email in there just for fun.
I was gonna be passive. I was like, I'm being passive aggressive now more than my stuff. So it's like, I'll leave it at that. I was like, but it is one of those things where I'm like, the next time I see this person in face to face, I was like, because if I go to where they work at, they're gonna take it as my size and blah blah blah. Now I'm aggressive.
You're intimidating with your size.
I'm aggressive and I can't handle blah blah blah. Whatever. I was like, so next time you have an opportunity to see them, face to face, I'm like, excuse me, real quick, what's going on with that? Yeah, because now we're standing face to face. I just felt like there was some undertones. I just want to make sure I'm not reading it wrong. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't want to misinterpret your words in a tone that you didn't intend. So I just want to make sure we're straight. Yeah, we're good. No issues, no problems. Okay. And also, here's my phone number too, so you can just call me next time if there's a problem.
Yeah, it's in the system. You can look it up, but I'm just want you to have it too.
Yeah. You can look it up. Yeah. No big deal though. Yeah, we're good.
Oh shit, bro. All right, respectful time, bro. You want to talk about when you sever the red string theory?
Yeah, man.
Can you refresh what the red string theory is, and then
red string theory is when things are kind of just like connected and that you can't really like get away from it, right? So it's like, like the path has been kind of like, set and leading you in certain places and connecting you to certain things or people or whatever, right? Shit kind of comes, as they call it, full circle of, it's always kind of been in orbit, that kind of shit, right? So, but when you do have that connection, when you sever that, right? So the thing about this lately, it's like, when you sever, when the string is severed, I also want to sever all ties, sever loose strings. Oh, I don't need that at all, right? It's like, but I guess you can pose it as like, God or the universe or whatever you believe in or however you believe the universe works. It's like you never You never run into those things again. It never comes up again, ever.
You're making me think.
Right?
Apologies. Hold on. I mean, I guess in the simplified way, yeah, but there's certain things that you can't sever from. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
yeah. I mean, for
it's like when you say when you're done,
done and
and
done.
that's the last time you ever talk to somebody.
Yeah, bro, that whole thing.
But they also never come across your orbit ever again.
Never come across your orbit ever again.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
Yeah, you could be in the same city, live in the same areas,
same agency, bro.
Same agency, bro. You never come across them again. It never darkens your door again. It could be a person, it could be an addiction, it could be a situation, it could be, anything you felt connected to that you've like, I have to cut this, for myself. The more I again, I was thinking about it this weekend, and I was like, damn, kind of wild. Like you just never, more so along the lines of like people, but it's like, damn, man, it's wild. You can kind of like be close to people or like see people all the time, and then when that shit is cut, never comes up again. You're like,
yeah,
yeah.
Now, are you pondering that in a positive or a negative?
I think it's positive. To me, it's a positive, right? Because I think a lot of things. I think time does a lot of things, right? Time in a linear sense does a lot of things, right? It is revealing, right? So I think you'll know what you mean to someone over the course of time, right? How much you meant or how much you don't mean to someone over the course of time, right? Or they say things reveal themselves with time, people's intentions, karma, if you will, if you believe in that kind of shit. Like it sometimes it takes time for things to kind of like materialize and to reveal themselves. And I don't think time necessarily. You say time heals all. I don't think it does. I don't think it heals anything. I think it just gives you the opportunity for you to do the healing if that's what you need to do, or to avoid shit if that's what you need to do. And then sometimes it just makes it easier to deal with certain shit, right? I don't think it necessarily fixes it, but like I think over the course of time, you can definitely see more clearly. As I say, sometimes you have to back up, right? Something time gives you perspective. That's what time gives you perspective on a lot of things, and I just think it's interesting looking at the perspective on certain shit. It's the more distance you get, the more perspective you get. Sometimes, it's your emotions are a little bit more removed. They're not as intense, right? You have more clear thought about shit, and it's not necessarily. It's more logic, thought based, as opposed to emotionally based in some of your thoughts or perception. And I've learned, and I learned this in the class the other week. I thought it was profound as fuck. He's like everybody lives life through their own perception, right? He's like, so you can never change anybody's perception. Only thing you can do is offer a different perspective, and they do what they will with that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, that's what I've been trying to say for a long time. I just didn't know how to say it like that. But that's what that's what I meant when I was saying what I was saying. That's what I meant, right?
Yeah.
I just thought the shit was mad profound. I was like, yes, that part, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind, but time does. I think your perspective definitely allows you to grow and make changes. So like, put it this way, time is a luxury, right? Time is luxury. Whether you, and again, as they say, nobody knows, no man knows the hour of his demise or the finish, of this earthly vessel, if you will, right? I say, but time and experience are a luxury that everybody doesn't have, right? You can make a mistake tomorrow and that'd be your last fucking mistake. It's like that could be a very, a pivotal mistake and you don't come back from that. This shit can land you in jail, dead, way behind the eight ball and fucking massive amounts of, like shit is very difficult to come back from, right? I was like, so time and experience is definitely a luxury. I think that it's a blessing. I think we don't as maybe human beings or people don't acknowledge it enough. And I've been trying to be better and bigger about taking advantage of that time to like get better, make changes, do shit differently. Sometimes you don't get the opportunity to do shit differently, right? You're just like, hey, I took this lesson and I'm different now. I make better decisions. I make different decisions because I want different shit out of life, yeah, see, I'm doing, see, this leads me to we'll end it after this. The last thing, right? We were talking about a show, a different show. Like this leads me to because I do this a lot. I have these I call them just streams of consciousness. I'm kind of just like my shit just like boom, 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 and I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I need to just either start. I mean, some people who know it personally, like, know my Instagram. I'll just I'll get on there and I'll just type it away, bro. Because I just need to say it, write it down, speak it, get it out, and I just kind of like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about. May or may not be helpful to you. Boom, there it is. You know what I mean? But maybe as a different show, like a train of thought, a string of thought.
Oh yeah,
seeing consciousness because uh, I don't know. I don't know if that could be a show or not, or if it's like a written thing, or I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to phase that out somewhere.
We can figure that out, bro. Easily done. Well said, sir. Another one in the books.
There you go. I got nothing else, bro.
I'm tapped.
I'm tapped for Illinois.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Don't go anywhere.